CES always brings tons of innovations and showcases, some really cool ideas coming down the pipe from major tech companies, and CES 2022 is no different. The team at PC World has been working around the clock to bring as much coverage as possible, from massive live streams to non-stop around-the-clock written coverage over at PCWorld.com. As CES comes to a close, the team has had the opportunity to put together their best of CES 2022 picks, and boy did they have some great ones. Now if you want to see the team's full list, I have it linked down in the description. There you'll find the 12th gen Alder Lake laptop parts, AMD's Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, Radeon RX 6500 XT, and the GeForce RTX 3090 Ti. But I've already covered those in a previous video, and if you want to dig into those awesome announcements, then follow that bubble in the upper right hand corner. But this is about those awesome things you may have missed. Kicking this one off is going to be one of my personal favorite things that I saw, and that being the CyberPower PC Kinetic case. I think Gordon put it best when he described this case as a breathing case. The idea behind this is a slick design front panel that opens and closes small panels based on internal thermals. Now I'm sure that many heads will be tilted to the side with this one, wondering why. But this could do wonders for both thermal management and dust control. I like it, even if it does look like something that fell out of the Deus Ex universe. The Alienware 34 QD LED makes its way onto the list by bringing the ultra-wide monitor scene into the modern era and beyond, with merging of quantum dot technology and OLED with its impressive contrast ratio. But what makes this one even better is that it ships with a blistering fast 175Hz native refresh rate. I think I'll be joining Michael Kreider in possibly pouring out all of my spare change for this one, since for me, ultrawide is life. Up next is the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 3. Now multi-paneled laptops are nothing new, but in the past they've seemed overly gimmicky and tacked on. But this one makes a lot of sense for digital artists and photo editors on the go. Having essentially an extra 8-inch touchpad panel on the side of the keyboard could be really useful with a pen. In fact, I can see making use of that screen for user interface elements of video editing software as well. It's certainly inspiring me to think of a lot of possibilities. Okay, the next one isn't even a computer or computer related for the most part, but I couldn't sleep well at night if I didn't include the BMW iX Flow in this lineup. I mean, BMW wrapped an entire SUV in digital ink? How freaking cool is that? Now imagine that being translated over to your computer case. Think about it. Make your case the system monitor. Now, back to the car. Pick a color. Well, at least a gradient of white to black in this case. Either way, this is something I really want to see in person to really take it in. Now let's get back to PC hardware work with the Dell UltraSharp 32 4K. Now this is a beauty I've actually gotten to see in person myself, and it's every bit as sharp as the name suggests. First of all, it's basically a desktop Thunderbolt port. Connectivity for everything you need to have a workspace is in this thing. The other thing is the ingenious location of the soundbar being at the top of the screen. It has a dual function being up there. It hides the high quality webcam as well as positions the sound projection much more in line with your ears. Having gotten to experience this panel in person, it's legit. And last but not least, we have one more display. The LG C2 42-inch OLED TV. Finally, a much more reasonably sized OLED TV that we can use as a monitor. Look, if anyone has ever used an OLED TV as a panel, you'll know about it because they won't stop talking about it. And there's a reason for that. They're simply amazing. But before now, if you wanted an OLED, you were going to have to go at least 48 inches, and that is insanely big on your desk. I just couldn't do it myself. 42 inches, however, is much more manageable on your desk. Now I have to figure out which I want to go for, the wicked new Alienware 34 or this here LG C2 42-inch. It's not as easy of a decision as you may think. While that might be bringing this video to a close, there's still much more, like new routers from TP-Link, the L'Oreal Color Sonic, and major announcements from Intel, Nvidia, and AMD. Just as a reminder, for more on those and others, make sure you check out the rest of the PC World staff's top picks with the link in the description. If you enjoyed this Best of CES 2022 session, hit that thumbs up, and if you feel there's something more intriguing or innovative than what we picked, let us know down in the comment section. But make sure you're subscribed here at PC World for even more PC hardware and software goodness.